What up, Ectomorphs? This is your boy Efrem B. Martin of Too Legit to Quit Fitness. How you guys doing today? I'm back making another video, and as usual, just wanted to send out some love to all the Ectomorphs that continue to send me emails, giving me some really good support, and trying to make a difference in their own fitness and health. So you guys keep doing what you're doing. It's a pleasure for me to be able to be in the position that I'm in, to be able to help you, work with you, and if I can be an inspiration to any of you, I'm very grateful and very thankful. Okay, so thank you for your support. And like I said, if I can help you in any way, shape, or form, I'm down with it. Okay, because I'm an ectomorph just like you. So I received a very interesting email from a young man that lives in Seattle, Washington, and this young man, it sounds like to me he's very frustrated with personal trainers or personal training. So let me just read to you the email I received, okay? This is the email. It says, hello Efrem, I was wondering if you could do a video on commercial gym trainers. I am an ectomorph and I live in Seattle, Washington. I train at the 24-Hour Fitness in downtown Seattle. I had signed up for personal training and had a very bad experience. Not only were the personal trainers out of shape, the one that I was given, all he did was talk on his phone and drank Starbucks coffee. When I requested that I get another trainer, I was told he was one of their best trainers and that there must be a misunderstanding, so I was stuck with him. Another thing that I noticed was other trainers that had shirts that said they were master trainers. What is that about, Efrem? Anyway, I just read your blog on commercial trainers, and I agree with you 100%. I believe that most commercial gym trainers suck. Thank you, Efrem. Howard R. Okay, Howard R. Thank you for the email. And, I will definitely give you my opinion on commercial gym trainers. And, for those of you that know, I've done a couple videos where I've talked about personal training and commercial gym trainers, and this is just it's a very sore spot for me, and this is probably one of the situations where I can't be objective because it's a sore spot for me. I try, but more than likely I'm not going to be objective in this video, so here I go. What is my take on commercial gym trainers? I do have a blog, by the way, that I write, and I do my best to keep it up. It's pretty current. I do about 2 blogs a month, and I think I've written about 7 different articles, and it's strictly for ectomorphs. I mean, anyone can go and check it out, but I'm an ectomorph, so my blog is strictly for ectomorphs. It's catered for ectomorphs, and that's what I write about. I write about us ectomorphs. So my most recent blog that I wrote, I was explaining, I believe that most commercial gym trainers, they suck. Point blank period, they suck. Okay? So, here you have a young man. I'm not sure what his age is, but it sounds like to me that he may be young. But here you have a person that's at 24-Hour Fitness. He's an ectomorph, he wants to get in shape, it sounds like, and he wants to hire a trainer. Paid for the contract. Just figured he'd get a personal trainer. So, goes to 24-Hour Fitness, and that's where he's at. He's kind of stuck there because he's in a contract more than likely. And like I said, even my blog, commercial trainers, they're horrible. Most of them are horrible. They suck. And the reason that they suck is because anybody can become a trainer. Most of the commercial gym trainers that you're going to see, 24-Hour Fitness, Bally's, Planet Fitness, a corporate-owned, business-ran gym. The trainers that are there, most of them don't know jack shit when it comes to training. They don't know anything about training. A lot of them have been bartenders, teachers. They were in a totally different field where they just woke up one morning and said, hey, it would be cool to be a trainer. So let me study, let me get a certification, and hey, I could work with people. You have a lot of people that have lost weight. They think they could become personal trainers. You just have all these variety of people that are interested in personal training for whatever reason. Okay? But when it comes to commercial gym trainers, specifically, they suck. They do. And the reason that they suck, in my opinion, is because corporate America got involved in fitness and health. See, this is what happened. Corporate America figured that fitness and health was going to be a booming industry, right? And I remember when I first started training in 1991, my experiences with trainers, they were actually bodybuilders, right? They were guys and women that actually competed. So when you saw them, you were like, you want to aspire to, it's like, hey, that's what I want to look like. I mean, you had something in front of you that you could measure it by. Well, that's not the case today, okay? Commercial gym trainers today, it's a business model, right? They're telemarketers, right? They get hired by, the 24-hour fitnesses and the Bally's and the Planet Fitnesses and, the fitness 14s and whatever these corporate gyms are, and they have to sell training services, right? But the sad part about it is the corporations, they take their money from them. The corporate gyms take their money. They do, right? I've talked to several trainers and some of them only make, 30-40% of the training fee. So if you're charging someone, let's say $400 a month for personal training, and you're the trainer and you're only walking away with 180, that should be an indication to you shouldn't be there, I would think. I'm a trainer at a pro gym. I make my own money. My clients are my livelihood. So, I make my own money. I set my own rules. I set my own times. I work directly one-on-one with all my clients, okay? Because I work at I work at a pro gym. And pro gyms are totally different from commercial ran gyms. If you go to any pro gym and you see the trainers are in shape. I'm gonna tell you. More than likely we're competitors, we're bodybuilders, or we're in, fitness. And we compete. We've competed for a number of years, and that's what you get at a pro gym. That's not the case at a commercial run gym. What you get is you get a kid out of college a lot of times, or you get someone who just decided they wanted to become a trainer, and they go get a certification, and all of a sudden, you put them out on the floor and they're working with people, and it's just it's devastating what it is. I mean, I've said it, it's a slap in the face. It really is. It's horrible. It really is horrible. And I feel bad for Howard, and it's unfortunate that he experienced it, but it's good that he did, because the thing is this: in commercial gyms, the trainers, man, I mean, I got issues. I got problems with people who aren't in shape, and you're a trainer. How is that allowed? How is it allowed? The human eye doesn't lie, right? And he saw for himself. He got a trainer that's on his cell phone. Really? He got a trainer that's drinking Starbucks coffee. Really? That's this generation. I'm telling you, my generation, that ain't gonna happen. That is not gonna happen. But this generation just thinks they can do whatever the hell they want, when they want, however they want, and it's by their rules and by their design. I mean, seriously, you have a client, and you're on your cell phone, you have a client, and you're drinking Starbucks coffee. Only in a commercial gym. Only in a commercial gym. I've been to them. I cringe when I go in commercial gyms. These guys are little. And let me tell you about a lot of their personal trainers that are there. These guys are little guys, man. They're little. 150, 160, 170 pounds. Do I have a problem with that? No. But have some muscle. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to be a personal trainer, look the part, man. Represent the part. In other fields, right? Professionally, you have to represent the field in which you're in, right? So how are you a personal trainer, 150 pounds, 160, 170, no muscle? How does that work? When you look at the TV show The Biggest Losers, right? You see all these personal trainers, and all they do is what? Cardiovascular, cardiovascular, cardiovascular. Nobody builds muscle. See, I'm old school. I grew up in an era where you build muscle. When you're a trainer, you build muscle. But guess what? Bodybuilders have been replaced by these little guys and these little girls, right? Corporate America decided, you know what? Bodybuilders are too big. That's not a good image. Physique competitors, you're too big. Fitness competitors, you're too big. That's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. The majority of trainers that work at commercial gyms, they don't represent me. They don't represent what I do. So yeah, I got issues with it. And you should have issues with it too if you're at a commercial gym, because guess what? You get filtered through. If one trainer doesn't work out for you, well, you get to go try another one. If that don't work out, you try another one. There's like 20 to 30 trainers at some of these gyms. So you got to find a fit. I mean, that is ridiculous. I'm at a pro gym. Guess what? My clients come to me. I don't solicit. They're looking for trainers. They see my picture on the wall. They go through my website. They're sold. Point blank period. Because guess what? When you go through my website, you see what I do. You see what I look like. You see what I do. Then you have a conversation with me. They're looking for a good trainer. I'm a good trainer. Okay. Yeah. This is sad. This is very, very sad. And I feel bad for Howard. I really do. The master trainer. Wow. That in itself is insulting. Master trainers. So this is my understanding. I've spoken to a couple quote unquote master trainers. This is what I was told. Well, we're master trainers because, we take a certain amount of classes after our certification and we're masters. Really? What are you mastering? Right? How can you make me better? If I come to you, right, and I'm 200 pounds already, I'm already 200 pounds. If I come to you and let's say I need you to get me ready for a bodybuilding show, can you help me? No, you can't. You know why? Because you don't compete and you've probably never have trained anyone to compete. You can just look at these guys and tell they can't work with you. I can, right? I could never work with a person in a commercial gym. You couldn't get me to the point to where I need to be in bodybuilding shape. You can't. You don't even look the part. So how are you going to do something that you don't even look? That is ridiculous. That is so ridiculous, right? And it's crazy. But yes, it burns me. This is a topic for me. I can't be objective. I'm sorry, because it affects me. This is my field. This is my livelihood. This is what I do. And I'm so passionate about what I do. I've been training for 22 years. I'm a 100% natural masters bodybuilder. I am 48 years of age. I've been doing this a very long time. Okay? And it offends me that someone off the street can just take a certification, pass a test, and they're thrown on the floor to work with clients. That bothers me. It really, really bothers me. So I can't be objective. I don't know how to be objective because it's a slap in the face. But this is what corporate America has done, right? So it's not about fitness and health for these commercial gyms. It's not. It's about making money. Their members are a meal ticket for them. Point blank period. They are. You should be able to be allowed to pick a trainer that's going to work for you, right? That's what happens in my gym. We've got 4 or 5 trainers that are there. You pick who you want. And if it doesn't work out with me, chances are you got to go to another gym. See, this is the one thing we don't do. We don't share members, right? Pick your trainer. It should work out if you've done your research. Why shouldn't it? Because all the trainers at my gym, Self-Defined Fitness Pro Gym, all the trainers there, they're good. They're all competitors. Everybody competes. So everybody knows what they're doing, but they look the part, right? There's a difference, man. Wow. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate, Howard. Okay? So, that's my take. Master trainers, that's a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry. And I rarely cuss, but master trainer. I see these little guys in the gym, man, and it makes me cringe. Master trainer, what are you a master of? I'm just curious. What are you a master of? I'm bigger than you. I'm 200 pounds. You're 150, you're 160. What are you mastering? I'm just curious. Can you work with someone 200 pounds? Can you work with someone 220? Can you work with someone 280? I'm talking about a bodybuilder. Can you make me better? No, you can't. And understand this. I'm not allowed in a commercial gym, okay? Because I'm an independent trainer. They won't allow me in their gyms. If commercial gyms were smart, right, and they looked at the economics, if they were really, really smart, they would allow outside trainers like myself to come into their gyms, right? Because we would actually be able to, produce more profit for them if that's their end goal. That's not going to be my end goal, but if that's their end goal, I would bring more members to their gym if that's what they're looking for. But guess what? Commercial gyms are not going to do that because corporate America is greedy. They want all the money. They don't want some of the money. They want all the money. They want to keep it for themselves, right? You look at the trainers that are there, then you look at their managers that are above them. They look like hell. It's horrible. When you go into a commercial gym and you see some of these managers, man, they don't even look like they ever work out a day in their life. They look horrible. But guess what? A lot of these guys went to business school. They got a degree, a master's degree in business. And guess what they're doing? They're running a business. That's exactly why they run it the way they run it, because this is what they're taught in business school. This is how you effectively, make money. And that's what they do, because they're business majors, right? And they take that same corporate mentality into the fitness and health industry. It doesn't work that way though, right? Because people like myself, you're not going to get good. You're not going to get good quality people. It's never going to happen. You're not going to get good, you're not going to get great trainers. Okay? You're going to get trainers that you can control. You can control their mind. You can control their thinking. That's what you're going to get. When you go to a commercial gym, just look at these trainers, man. Especially the ones that have the master trainer in their shirt. Look at them. I'm sorry. If I can't look at you and visualize what I could potentially become, I don't want you. You're not going to be able to be in my circle. You're not going to be able to train with me. You're not going to be able to train me. You can't, because you're not better than me. All right. So Howard, hopefully I answered your question. I'm sorry you had that experience, man. If there's anything that I can help you with, feel free. Shoot me another email. If you need me to put a workout plan together for you, whatever, just, let's stay in contact, man, because I get tired of hearing this, okay? I can tell you this, 95% of my clients that I have that have worked with a trainer prior to me had the same experience you had, and it just isn't good. And they tell me, Efrem, you're the very first trainer that honestly pulls the best out of us. You actually care. Not only do you care, but you're living the lifestyle, and we really appreciate that. That's what my clients, tell me. So I feel good about that. Commercial gym trainers, most of them, point blank period, they suck. And it's unfortunate. That's all I can say. But that's what happens when corporate America got involved. Okay? So, all right. It was good talking to you, Ectomorphs. Keep a brother in your prayers as always. I'm out. Peace.